So as soon as we get this walnut off the mill, we're going to go ahead and mill up some poplar boards. We're going to be taking them down to 9¼ inches wide, 1.5 thick. We got some nice 8-footers, and then we'll be pulling out some 12-footers. All right, I wanted to bring you all along for the show. Hopefully you enjoy. So we've got some beautiful boards coming off this. The only problem is I've got to take them through the mud hole. I'd like to get them over there in the kiln, which needs finished still, but it does work good. Nice solar kiln. It really dries the lumber nice for me. Well, I'm going to just set these on the log pile for now, and then I can finish that log that's up there, and we'll go ahead and carry them all over there. Real nice lumber. Yep, let's do that. All right, so that made some really nice lumber there. That's going to dry a nice deep purple look, brown. Pretty clear lumber. I'm excited how that turned out. I've held onto this log a little longer than I'd like to have. It's been up there for nearly a year. And you can see we kind of got into the pith on these ones, but we'll dry them up, cut that out, and make good craft lumber. So with the rain coming, I wanted to get these poplar logs staged, so they're kind of not in the best situation, but we're going to try to load up this larger, shorter log first, get it up on the mill, clean it off. We drug it through the mud a little bit, so we want to clean that off nice, and then we'll get to this straight 12-footer. All right. Well, that was fun, I tell you. This is kind of odd though, guys. I've never seen this many spurs on a poplar tree like this. That is really cool. I put this up top and tried to even out the pith a little bit. We're going to try to cut this off and just see how it turns out. It's just really neat having all these bumps and things on it. Pretty neat piece. Due to the taper of that butt end there, I had to flip the board around because my toe board wouldn't compensate enough. But I think we got her set up nice and square, the pith pretty much centered. We're going to go ahead and slab this, then we'll flip it over and take the cool piece off the top. Alright, so here we go. We're going to cut off that flare end, and then we're going to bring you back. I started to make that cut here, as you can see, and I just didn't really want a huge heavy slab, so I backed out of it, cut the flare off. Now we're making our first face cut there, and what I'm looking at the beginning of the log is for my next cut to be able to make the 9 1/4 inch wide slab there, and then I'm going to take it to resaw. So I'm going to go ahead, spin the log to the next face here. As you can see, there's still a little bit of flare there. I'm going to get it squared up, take off this slab, and then we're going to move on to cutting off the that unique spur set there. So I still got that setting around, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I think it would make a cool piece. Tell you, these green poplar slabs, if you make them thick, they're heavy, I tell you. So we're going to go through, as you see on the far end of the log, all the spurs. I'm going to try to catch some of them there, but again, made that next piece there so I can make a 9 1/4 inch wide board after we trim it down. So a little bit of wane left on it, but didn't want to waste the opportunity. And we'll go ahead and take another 1.5 inch thickness of board, and I think I made 6 or 7 additional boards resawing those slab pieces, so it worked out. And now we're making our last face cut there. We'll whittle this down, get it down to 9 1/4, what we're looking for, and start making some beautiful lumber. So while I'm milling this up here, you can see the sawdust pile starts to build up. And a good friend of mine, Jerry, had given me an awesome recommendation that I haven't done yet. But I'm going to put like a 45-degree chute on the bottom of my sawdust chute to try to get it to blow over the hill there, keep me from raking this. So I sure appreciate the recommendation, and if anyone else has any tips that might make what we're doing here smoother, I'd really appreciate them. Alright, Here we go, we're working down this 9 1/4 inch cant, making us some beautiful lumber. Now this is going in, I'm selling these to a local axe throwing company, and they really go through the lumber, so gives me a good market for my poplar boards, and we've been doing this for a while, so good little setup. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and resaw these slabs, get us a few extra boards out of that log, and I hope you all enjoy this next 2 minutes of time lapse as we finish this up and get the 12-foot log up there. It sure gave me some fits. Had to do a lot of adjustments and shimmying. Due to it being so muddy out, I didn't want to get the tractor out because I've really made a mess around the mill, so I stuck it out and just did it manually. Sure was a pain. But set you up here and we'll get to going. Alright, well that's going to wrap up today's video. We sure got a mess here to clean up. We got 11 12-footers and 13 8-footers out of those logs. Didn't waste any. We got stickers out of the off cuttings, and this slab wood we're going to cut up. Been selling it $40 a tote worth of cut slab wood into firewood, and I can't keep it, so it's working out. People, I guess, are burning this stuff in their boilers and they like it. Alright, I got a mess to clean up, but I do want to say thank you all. I really appreciate the support. Give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment down below on any tips or tricks. I've learned a lot from you guys and I really appreciate it, and we'll catch you on our next video. Y'all take care.